Psychedelic artist Keiichi Tanaami made a long pilgrimage to America back in the flower-powered 1960s. He hung out in New York with Andy Warhol at the factory and then dropped in on the San Francisco scene. And ever since, well, judging by this mind-blowing work, it looks like he's been on one long trip without ever coming back. And now this unreconstructed hippie is considered a significant inspiration to the current generation of young Japanese artists. Over the past 40 years, Keiichi Tanaami has produced thousands of paintings and posters depicting the crazy, colourful characters that inhabit his intensely visual dreams and imagination. And now, the outside world has collided with Tanaami's inner world in this major retrospective in Kyoto.
These works are a complex mixture of my dreams and my memories. My grandfather really loved goldfish and used to own them as pets. When you squeeze goldfish that are about to die, they die, right? I used to love doing it when I was little. I always used to get scolded for doing it, but I have these memories inside. That's why I use this theme a lot. Squeeze them, yeah? It's very cruel, you know.
Tanaami's experiences weren't just limited to squashing goldfish. In 1968, he went to America to do the same to his brain. He started in New York at Andy Warhol's factory.
I first went to New York in 1968. At that time, pop art was coming to the forefront with Andy Warhol. There was a lot of experimental cinema coming out, which Andy was also involved with. I went to the factory. At that time, he was producing silkscreen art, and I got to see that.
Continuing his search for artistic stimulation, Tanaami hit the West Coast, where he mixed with the grooviest groovesters of the psychedelic movement.
Back then, my favorite music was acid music. I was really into it. One band that was really big then was Jefferson Airplane. I designed this record cover for them.
Don't you want somebody?
Tanaami's experiments in America weren't just limited to art and crazy dancing. He also partook of the era's mind-bending signature drug, LSD.
When I went to America in '68, these drugs were still legal over there, so I did try them.
And the influences of the psychedelic movement have stayed with him ever since. Back in Kyoto in 2006, Tanaami's about to do a live draw-in, where he sketches over an animated art film that's projected onto 3 walls, representing the inside of his head. It might not be for everyone, but the kids seem to dig it.
I love Mr. Tanaami's work, but during that live painting, it was like being inside the drawings myself.
We're all influenced by Tanaami and his work. He's in our DNA.
So what does this first-generation pop artist have to say about the new breed?
Before, around 99% of Japanese people are really influenced by American or European art. But the generation of artists since Murakami has not been influenced by America. I think it's great, really exciting.